Hello, we have a very special guest today. Her name is Kiko, and we are going to be chatting about sushi and the bundle and whatever else we end up chatting about. It'll be really fun, so we're going to wait for her to join. But if you have not heard yet, today is the very first day to get the ultimate raw vegan bundle. The bundle is back and it's all yours for $50. Just click the link in either of our bios to get the bundle. You're getting nearly $1,400 worth of content for 50 bucks, including my brand new sushi ebook that has 160 recipes in it for all kinds of sushi. So sushi rolls, we've got sprinkles and sauces and toppings and fillings and salads and all kinds of other fun stuff like the katsu, the okonomiyaki, pancakes. There's so many fun things in the new sushi ebook that just launched today in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle 2025. A cool thing about this bundle is that it's different every single year. So every year we have brand new content in the bundle. So nothing in the bundle has ever been released before. It's all absolutely brand new content. How did you style the top of your hair? So I just have one piece that is from this side that just comes over on the side like this. It's kind of, I've been laying on the couch, so it's a little bit kind of frizzy. It's a little dry here in the desert, so it is a little frizzy, but yeah, it's just a piece from this side, and then this one is a piece from this side that I flipped over just for fun. Just trying something a little different, but thank you. It looks interesting. Yes, it does. But yeah, so today we're just waiting for Kiko to join us. We're going to chat with her a little bit about sushi. So whenever she hops in, we will hang out with her. But please go check out the bundle if you haven't yet. The link is in my bio or in the description box below. Castellandra says it's so pretty. Thank you. I did curl my hair this morning, early this morning. It's very princessy. Aw, thank you. Funny you should say that. On a side note, while we wait for Kiko, let's share a little story here. So Chef AJ really loves her pet psychic. So she had set up a call for us to chat with her pet psychic about Dove, our new cat. And the pet psychic told us that I used to be royal Egyptian and she, Dove, the cat, used to be my tiger. So, which was really cool that you said princessy, because that just reminded me of that, but it's so awesome. I see Kiko in the chat. Kiko, just type request to join and I will add you when I get the notification, and then we can chat a little bit about sushi, some fun stuff. Welcome everybody again to this live. We're gonna have some fun. We've got 2 lives after this. We're gonna go live with Sky from Australia at 5:30 p.m. PST, and then we're going live with Sachi at 6:30 p.m. PST. Those are the last 2 lives for the day. Castellandra says, stop. Oh my God, I love that. I want to have a psychic session. It was really cool. It was a half an hour and it was really fun to learn a little bit more about her. You know, just fun stuff. Never met her yet, so this is going to be really fun. I'm excited. Yes, Sky. Aw. Oh, it says you declined, Kiko. Maybe you might have to leave the live and then come back and then request again. It says that you declined, so I'm not sure what happened there. But if you leave the live and then come back, you can type the request to join again. But yeah, while we wait still for Kiko, we had the psychic session was really interesting. I did take some notes. She said that Dove wants cat grass. So we usually don't get cat grass because every time we have, our boys just don't really care. They're not really into it. But apparently she wants some. So we're going to order some wheatgrass and get some cat grass for her. The psychic also said that she really likes singing bowls and like burning incense and sage and doing like yoga, like all the ethereal kind of practices, which is really cool that she said that because we listen to singing bowls every night before we go to bed. We have them playing, and then she'll come and sleep in our bed. So I think she really likes that too. That was really cool. It was just really interesting, you know, to talk to somebody like that, and just as a different experience. Um, Castellandra says, I have wanted to communicate with my kitties. What is this psychic's name? So I don't know if she's been on Chef AJ's YouTube channel, but her name is Lydia. I don't know her last name again, but if you type Lydia Pet Psychic Chef AJ, I don't know if she's been on Chef AJ's YouTube channel, but she may have been, and that might be a good way. But I can maybe get that information as well to you. It would be really cool to do. Yeah, it was a half-hour call, and you know, she talked a little bit about Dove. All she needed was a picture of her and when she was born, and then yeah, it just went from there, which was really interesting. She said that she doesn't miss her life at the ranch. She's actually very happy to be here. In the high rise looking at, you know, distance, because she's one of those cats that likes to look far away. So she really loves being in the high rise where she can kind of look far away but not have to worry about being in the wild, because apparently, again, another thing that the psychic said was that Dove has never been anything else. So if you believe in reincarnation or anything like that, she's never been anything else. Yeah, Kiko, it's not working. Let me see. Go live. Okay, let's see if you can go live here. And if you can, we'll see. But yeah, she's never been anything else. She's always only ever been a feline. Hello!
Oh my God, Lissa.
Hi!
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Oh,
My first ever Insta Live, and it was a lot more than I had expected. Thank you so much. And I am so lucky it was you, because who else can handle this?
oh, well, like I said, I am honored that I could be your first Instagram live. So no worries. I know it's a little learning curve, but so glad that you're here, and I'm excited to chat with you. So much. I'm really excited to hear what you think of my book. But I'll let you take over. You can run the show.
I don't know how to thank you again, but thank you so much. I'm so excited. And yeah, I just had to print out your book, and I'm sorry, I have to say you're crazy, Lissa. You are crazy. 160 recipe. I sided. I mean, and it's heavy.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Well, you are amazing, Lissa.
Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
I, yeah, I had to print it out because it's just, you know, I have such a respect for you, and I want to make sure that I go through this, you know, point to point. And I wanted to ask you so many questions. I mean,
Please.
oh my God. So you were inspired with this Japanese cuisine, which is my you know, country's cuisine.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just really, I don't know, I don't have any words to describe. Uh, it's, I just have to say crazily busy. It's so, there's so much value to it, and you made impossible possible. It's just mind blowing. Like, okay, so okonomiyaki, which is the Japanese savory pancake. I love this. I've not tried any of your recipe yet, but just looking at your recipe, I know that it's gonna come out really amazing. But it's just I used to do my okonomiyaki, my version, and I saw that your recipe is quite different. So I'm really excited. It makes sense. And like you did onigiri, like rice balls. The trick you made was just, she is just out of this world. This and tamago, the
Mhm.
coconut tamago, like egg rolls. Like you had this download from this heaven, right? Like it's just going and going. And so I wanted to ask you, Lissa, like this is the biggest book you have, the recipe book you have done, and I'm so happy this is a Japanese theme. And I wanted to ask you all behind the scene.
Yes.
Is it what I thought was this must be like a volcano creativity coming to Lissa and like Lissa, okay, get this. But yeah, tell me all about like what went on, why you did this crazy book.
Oh, I love to. Thank you so much for all the kind words and the appreciation for it. I tried my best to be as authentic as I could be within the raw world and to really showcase the amazing options that you can have because I've always been a fan of Japanese food, but now that I'm vegan and raw, it's harder to have those kinds of things, and I really wanted to showcase that you can enjoy Japanese cuisine on a raw diet. It's a little different, obviously, than traditional, but there are ways to do it. So the reason why I wrote this book is because every single time I would share sushi on my Instagram, people would say, "What ebook are your sushi recipes in?" And I never had like a collection of sushi recipes. I'd have, some in the transition guide. I had a couple in the party food book. Like, they're kind of like here and there. I never had like a special place for them all to live. So I thought, why not make a sushi book? Because we just absolutely love making it here, and we eat a lot of cauliflower. So there's a lot of cauliflower rice being used in there. But we also use bloomed black forbidden rice. We use other root vegetables to make different colors, different textures. And I'm a huge sauce person. I love sauces and dips. So this was really fun to make. There's hand mixed sauces, there's blender sauces, and there's also condensed sauces. So like the really sticky, like the unagi. There's like some really fun ones in there for the sushis. But I expanded it beyond sushi. So there's salads and there's toppings and ferments in there, and even the katsu. there's so many fun. Like you said, the pancakes as well. I wanted to kind of like make it not just sushi, but so you can pair things up. You can make bento boxes or have a salad with your sushi and kind of have a good broad range of everything. And when I started writing it, I started writing it last year, and I got really excited with all the different things that I could make that I hadn't even tried. So I wanted to attempt to see if I could make certain things. And then we started using lion's mane mushroom, which got to be really fun, marinating it and breading it, adding it in the sushi. So yeah, it's been a long road, and yes, the kitchen looked like a volcano uh, when we were making it, but it was really fun too, behind the scenes when I would get the pictures, because I only needed to roll one roll to get the pictures for the recipe. I could make 8 different rolls and make a really nice platter of sushi. And so at the end of the day, after I took all the pictures and everything, we would have these big plates of colorful sushi, and we would just sit down and enjoy all the flavors and the sauces. So it was a really fun project, and I'm really glad that you love it so
You,
much.
you are so generous because this book is worth what, like 20-30 books easily. I mean, your generosity always really impresses me, and you're a great model and example for me to follow for everyone as well. And I hope to do the same on my side. And thank you so much for always showing up. And you've been doing this for a long period of time. you know, I have been on a high raw vegan journey for over 20 years. And I was, yeah, and I was just, you know, um, too shy. And I thought, okay, no one would listen to me. And, you know, I just kept on trying. And my book, Namado, is also something I've been wanting to write for 20 years. And I've been writing it uh, little by little, but never achieved. And I honestly think that I was able to finish my book thanks to this ultimate raw vegan bundle. It was like a, you know, collaboration energy that really worked well. I was just very much focused. And you know, Sachi actually came over to my house like 2 years ago. Yeah, over 2 years ago, and we had so much fun. And she kept saying that, you know, you should contribute to the bundle. And I kept saying, no, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And then like boom, like I also had this volcano, you know, in download. So, you know, I wanted to ask you about your onigiri, right, in the book. It was so good. Like, you did this burger onigiri, right? And I saw how you were able to just wrap it in a paper, and that kind of reminded me of your hand wrap. That is, I mean, I do this every week. It's such a great recipe for me. Sometimes I'm out all day and the salad box doesn't keep out well, but hand salad, you know, the wrap really keeps it well. It's fresh and, you know, it's quick to eat. So I was wondering that onigiri burger that you created, does it travel well?
You know, so I made that one and I took a bunch of pictures of it, and Nate was doing some errands and we were saving it for dinner. And at dinner time, it was probably about 4 hours after I made it that we ate it. And I feel like it did pretty good. I would suggest if you are making it to make sure that the cauliflower rice is super dry when you put it in, just to avoid the extra moisture, because it is going to make the nori a little, you know, softer because it's more moisture. But it did last about 4 hours just fine, and it wasn't even in the fridge either. I just had it on the counter, and we ate it after, and it was pretty good. So you could totally take that if you had like a little ice pack in your cooler and you took that with you. I think it would work really well. And I just wrapped it in the deli paper, and the deli paper I think absorbed a little bit of the moisture as well. So it was really good. We really enjoyed that one.
That's amazing. I'm gonna have to try every one of them. And you know, it's there's so much. You're definitely a sauce queen as well. You said that you love sauce, right? And when I transitioned in the beginning, when I started my raw vegan journey, I was able to take some oil. Like, so I was using extra virgin oil or coconut oil. And then like soon enough, I started to have issues with it. So I switched to low fat raw vegan. That helped a lot. But with the sauce and you know, the dressing, there's always like the recipe out there. There's always oil in it, right? And your recipe is amazing. The French dressing that was just mind blown. I'm sorry, I haven't tried, but I know that I have tried quite a few of your recipe. And looking at your recipe book, the new one, right? I know it's gonna be mind blowing again. And you know, I have a cafe in Kyoto downtown, which I just open once a week, uh, and I do raw vegan cafe there.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, I can't wait to share that recipe. And I'm sorry, I'm talking about the hand wrap, the previous recipe book, but that was a huge hit. Everyone is asking for that. It's like, Kiko, when are you gonna do it again? It's it's a hit. So I know this sushi book is going to be another mind book. I think it's the the best money spent ever for everyone. Honestly, you are so generous. And umeboshi, oh my God, how did you come up with that? I make my own umeboshi, and I have a plum tree, the ume tree in my garden. So I did it myself, and I was like, wow, this is so, looking at your recipe in this sushi book, it's so creative.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to, like twist it so it's like a little different, but still, traditional and also lower salt because I find umabashi to be quite salty. And because I try to do a lower salt diet, obviously, coconut aminos and the namashoyu and all that has a little sodium in it, but yeah, I wanted to have it, a little different, but I'm glad that you are interested in that one. It's a good one. And the sushi ginger too is so good. It's probably my favorite sushi ginger that I've ever had.
Oh wow, sushi ginger. Yeah, I did see that recipe. I can't wait to try that.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, the umeboshi was interesting because it's you can it's only 1 week, right? The whole process takes 1 week, is it?
Yeah, and you can let it sit for longer as well, because with ferments, usually you can start eating them within 3 to 5 days is a typical amount of time for like kimchi's and sauerkrauts and stuff like that. But if you let them go longer, there's more probiotic, there's more digestive support in there, there's more nutrient density. So letting it go longer is something that is always a good idea if you want to test out and see. But I always suggest for people when they are fermenting, at the 3 to 5 or 7 day um, since you make it, then do a little taste test and see how you like it. And if you like it at that stage, then you can put it in the fridge and use it in your recipes. But if you like it to be a little stronger and a little bit more funky, you can let it go for a little bit longer, like 2 or even 3 weeks. You could just make sure that everything's fully submerged, so you're not getting any like yeast or bacterial growth going on there, and make sure everything's always sterilized when you're making the fermented stuff. But yeah, you could let it go longer if you wanted to, for sure.
That's amazing because the traditional one we would have to wait like half a year.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so that's an amazing quick, much quicker result,
Mm-hmm.
and it's less salty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's amazing. It's true that umeboshi has a very shocking taste. You would have to use it like a base of sauce that we make.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, what else you have made gyoza, which is like another amazing creation. And what else you so your favorite one is sushi ginger, okonomiyaki. You mentioned in the book that was your favorite. And what else is your favorite
The
one?
katsu,
Yeah.
the lion's mane one. That one is so delicious. But yeah, I like the dumplings and the umami harvest nori rolls. That one's my favorite. And for the condensed sauces, there's one called, I think it's a pepper kimchi or bell pepper kimchi glaze.
Mhm.
That's like my favorite sauce of all the sauces in there. And it's a condensed sauce. It's bell pepper with kimchi blended. And then you get kind of like a juice from it. And then from there, you put a few other ingredients to flavor. And then you put that in the dehydrator for about 24 hours, 18 to 24 hours, depending on how thick you want it. But it turns into this like thick kind of a glaze, like a not really a barbecue sauce, but it's kind of like that. It's my favorite one of all in that ebook.
That's
So
amazing. That's amazing. So you it took 1 year about like a whole thing to complete. What was your challenge for this one? This, I mean, I don't know how you were able to complete it because when you write it, right, you have to go over again to double check. And with my book, I was able to write it very fast, but editing and re-editing that just gets complicated after. So please do share your challenges for this biggest book that you have done.
Yeah, so for challenges, definitely, you know what? I would say the biggest challenge that I had was not putting more recipes in it. I actually I have two separate files in my Canva. One of them has about 20 or 30 extra recipes that I didn't have a chance to make. So there would have been even more had I had more time to get those ones in. But, when it was coming closer and closer and closer, I was like, I can't do this one. I can't do this one, even though I would have wanted to do a lot more different varieties and things like that. I just wasn't able to. So that was a big challenge for me. I always like to overdo it. I like to put as many possible recipes that I can get into stuff. So releasing some of those recipes that I really wanted to make was challenging because I was like, I guess I'm not going to make that one. I really wanted to make that one, but I'm not going to have time. So that was a challenge. But yes, editing is a big challenge, and there's probably still typos in there. I mean, we're human. There's going to be typos. Tenica, who is also part of the bundle, she helped me a lot with editing. So she'd read through and she'd circle them so that I could change them. So that really helped a lot too. And, making the recipes, sometimes a recipe, you make it once and it's perfect. And you're like, this is excellent, exactly the way I wanted it. And it tastes amazing. And then there's other recipes that you make and you're like, it wasn't, it wasn't as great. And then you have to make it again using maybe different ingredients or different ratios. And then if that one doesn't work, then you have to make it again. Like some of them, like the pancakes was first try. I made it and I was like, it's perfect. I loved it so much. And a lot of the sauces were like that too. But, just some combinations of spices and things. I wanted to tweak it a little bit. So that was a little challenging, especially with so many recipes. And the other challenging thing was how many recipes were in there was doing the table of contents and linking to every other recipe. So like in a lot of the recipes, I will say, for example, see recipe on page 156 or something like that. When I'm writing a recipe, I will refer back to other recipes, but I don't know what page it's going to be on until the very end. So anytime there's page, whatever the number is, I would write page XX. So then at the end, once all the recipes are in and everything's ready and the table of contents is done and all the page numbers are done, then I use the find option. So it's like Command F, and I just type XX, and it will show me all of the XX things on the page. So then I have like a notepad, and I had all 160 recipes written down with their page numbers. So then when I'd see an XX, I would have to go see what page that recipe was on and then put the number in just to make sure that all the pages lined up with all the recipe pages. And that took about 8 hours straight to do. It was 4 hours one night and then 4 hours the next day just to do that one part. So it's like, so much work goes into these ebooks. It's a lot.
I think everyone believes that you have 100 Lisa. Honestly, I mean, it's just not possible.
I know, I don't know how I do it. I
Lisa in the nature, wild hiking with Nate, Lisa editing, Lisa creating in the kitchen, Lisa eating, Lisa playing with the cats.
I know, I don't know how I do it.
I mean, you set the bar very high, and
Oh,
that's amazing. That's honestly, it was one of the best decisions that I've made to be part of this bundle. We just pull each other, right? Like we just help each other to climb up, and that's the beauty of it. I'm so honored to be part of this.
thank you so much for joining. And like you said, like it was that push that you needed to get your book written. And that's one big reason why Chris and I like to do the bundle every year, because it gets us to be creative. Because, you know, like years go by and we don't make stuff. And then, you know, it's like a lot of older content, which is great for the new people who come in. But for the people who've been doing this for a while, who are kind of like maybe looking for something a little fresh, maybe a different idea on something, it's really nice for them to have something new as well. So the bundle is for everybody. And by the way, everybody, whoever's watching, go to the link up here, click in the very top corner of the Instagram live, go follow Kiko and go grab the bundle from the link in her bio and get the bundle, because it is an amazing collection of stuff this year. Again, everything is brand new, including your brand new ebook. Did you want to share a little bit about what your ebook is for the people watching who might not know about you?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I discovered my raw vegan, I discovered about raw vegan over 20 years ago through my best friend now in New York, when I was living in New York City. And it's just how I discovered it and what kind of health challenges that I was having. And I'm going into the very personal story, because recipes are great. I always look for great recipe like yours. You're definitely my go-to all the time for, simple and delicious recipes. But stories are the most inspiring thing for me to keep in this lifestyle. And I don't have much raw vegan friends around me, and here in Kyoto I don't have any. But beautifully we can connect online like this, and we can support even though we are in completely different parts of the world. And I wanted to share to inspire others, not just the long-term raw vegan like me, but for newcomers, right? Like, why did she start it? Because in this world and age, we feel like being sick is a norm. Everyone knows who has diabetes or cancer, and being sick and tired in the morning is a norm. And when I tried the raw vegan diet 20 years ago, I was like, oh.
I know, it's so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that and inspire. And this is not only doing good for ourselves, but it's doing good for environment, no animal sacrifice, and it is just so much to the world that I really do believe this is the way to go as a human being. So yeah, that's a little bit of my journey that I shared. And there are some embarrassing stories that I share. So I would love you to take a look and, let me know when you would read it, what did you think? So yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Everybody should get the bundle and read Kiko's book. Yeah, I'm excited to dive in further. It's in a way like I love obviously being the co-organizer with Chris for the bundle, but also at the same time, it's like I can't always like dig deep into everybody's content, because I'm like, I've got like so many other things to do. But it's going to be great after the bundle to really, just enjoy. And Castellandra, her Instagram, if you click on the very top up here where it has the live title going across the screen, if you tap on the icon, it'll show both of our Instagrams. So you can click on Kiko's Instagram and go give her a follow. So she's got, some more friends. So we want to all connect. She doesn't sit on the top. But can you share your Instagram?
Yeah, sure.
Share in the chat so people can go. And we don't mind if you leave the live to go follow or go buy the bundle. You can always come back and join us. But yeah, Kiko's going to share in the chat, so you can just tap on it and should work. So that you can
I have to say, Lissa, again, thank you so much. I mean, you've done so much. You continue to glow and grow. It's amazing. It not only you have been so generous for this amazing book. really honored that you have chosen my country's
Oh,
cuisine, and I would approve definitely, even if before I taste it, I know that this would be an amazing recipe. And thank you so much for all the support. Not only you have done this amazing work, you were always there to help everyone. All the love back to you. I'm honored to be here and collaborate with you. So
aw, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining me for your very first Instagram Live ever. You did a great job.
thank you.
Oh, yeah. You know, you once you get a hang of it, it's good, right? I will also invite you as a collaborator, so you'll be able to have this on your wall as well.
Thank
So
you.
that will be really fun. And Castellandra says this was such a beautiful energy from both of you. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined. And again, thank you to everyone who has bought the bundle and who will buy the bundle. If you do want to get the bundle, I highly encourage you to go to Kiko's page, get the bundle from the link in her bio. You can get the link from my bio as well. But go give Kiko a follow and send her some love. She's amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, have a great day, great evening, whatever the time you are.
Yes,
Evening.
it's time to have a little bit of a dinner before I go live with Sky. And
Excellent.
then I'm going live with Sachi as well later today. So,
Yeah, exciting. Okay. Well, let's connect again when we finish this. And I would like to interview on my YouTube.
I would love that. I would love that so much. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Love you.
Thank you, Kiko. All right. See you later on the next live.
See ya.